Ladies and gentlemen, I am very glad to be present here at the 17th convocation of the Young University. I extend my hearty congratulations and best wishes to those who have carried away the ranks. My sincere wish is that may God bless them with a bright future. I know how much industry, patience, and strain, and how many hours of toil put forth by these young men and women at the examinations. To the others who have also taken their degrees at this convocation, I wish a bright future. With regard to those who have not been as successful in their examination as they thought they deserved to be, I can only say that they should not think it as a failure in their career. I call you fellow students because I hope I have not stopped learning. I would like to pay my tribute to those teachers and professors here and at the other universities who keep the silver lamp of knowledge bright from generations to generation. They spend their entire lives on significant work quite unnoticed. In the history of our universities, there is one fact which deserves to be remembered even now. In olden times, kings and emperors thought it was a privilege to sit at the feet of a man of learning, and men of knowledge were given the highest honor in society. Most unfortunately, now we have ignored such intellectuals and men of knowledge. At present, an intellectual means a person who is intelligent enough to know on which side his bread is buttered. Now, let me say a few words to the graduates who are about to face the struggle of life. It has been said that there are two kinds of fools in the world. They are those who give advice and those who do not take it. I would like to belong to the first category with a hope that you may not belong to the second. In order to achieve that object, it has to perform two important functions. That is, it should enlighten the understanding and it must improve the character. The two marks of a truly educated man are a capacity to think clearly and the anxiety to understand the things properly. If your education has made it possible for you to think for yourself on the problems which face you and which face the entire country, your institution has done very well by you. If this habit of thinking for yourself has not yet been developed in you, you would be well advised to acquire it immediately after you leave this institution. A formal education at an university does not mark the end of educational road. You should continue to learn thereafter. The ability to think clearly should enable the student to reject when necessary the ideas which are imposed on him by the mass media of communication. If you are able to think clearly, you will adopt an attitude of reserve towards ideologies that are known and be critical of the schemes that are modern. Students of modern sciences must fear popular approval. Evil is with them when all men speak well of them. It is almost impossible for a student to be a true citizen and to have the reputation of being one at the same time. The students should continue the process of learning even after they have come out of the university. The interest of knowledge and the thorough search of the priceless cultural heritage of our country and the other nations are too vast for the longest life. A well furnished mind is as rare as a well lived life. I hope you will not commit the error as you go through life of just doing your odd jobs day after day. Reserve a few seconds for great literature. I would recommend to you the important habit of reading at least a few pages of an immortal classic for every day before going down into the battle of the day. Inevitably, the young men and women who are about to face the world will find disappointment in store for them. Let me now come to the second function of education, namely developing the character. What we need today more than anything else is moral leadership founded on courage, honesty, and a sense of values. There is no substitute for a sense of values. It is necessary that students should have an understanding of and a lively feeling for value. A sense of values would enable you to find happiness within yourself and joy in the most ordinary things which we often pass by unseen. The students who are familiar with the immortal heritage of nation know the importance of the sense of values. At various recent convocations, students have been known to say that they want jobs and not degrees. I have understood your problems. I sympathize with your difficulties. But never forget the problems of unemployment and poverty can never be solved by empty slogans. They can be solved by realistic economic policies. My dear friends, please permit me to state that it was with great pleasure that I received your letter of yesterday's date, and I was more than delighted to find that it was written in shorthand. Let me first of all congratulate you upon the wonderful progress that you have achieved in your comparatively brief study of the subject of shorthand. I am not surprised to learn that you found constant reading and copying of printed shorthand of great value. If only all students of shorthand would do this, the number of expert shorthand writers would be considerably increased. I think it is a fine idea to have a shorthand library of your own, and I am sending you a few small volumes from my library just to give a start. You will notice from the list enclosed herewith that there is wide selection from which to choose. When I was your age, I spent most of my pocket money on shorthand books and periodicals, and many a happy hour I had with them. I know a large number of highly skilled writers, and all of them are convinced that they owe much of their skill to the reading of shorthand. You will soon be able to read shorthand as easily as you now read ordinary print. Such ability will help you in the cultivation of speed, as you will seldom have to hesitate over the outlines for words dictated to you. That is one of the very obvious secrets of high speed. I am very particular that you should become a high speed writer, and I am also hopeful that you will be one such very soon. I shall be pleased to hear from you again soon, and if you think that I can assist you at any time and in any manner, I hope you will not hesitate to ask. I am still conducting a speed class on Saturdays and Sundays and have a fine batch of keen students. Some of them desire dictation as well, over 200 words a minute. Wishing you the best of luck in your attempt. I remain ever yours friendly.